Hey, I'm Black Phoenix and I'm a streamer on Twitch, and I've been playing Identity V. It's a really good game and I really love playing it, especially with lots of people on stream, but I also have some complaints about it, and this video is going to be about all those complaints. So Identity V is a great game. For people who don't know what this game is, it's defined as an asymmetrical horror game, and as I understand, it's a lot like Dead by Daylight and things like Friday 13th the game. I haven't played any of these games and I am very new to horror games in general. I usually play FPS games. So for me, this game was completely out of my depth. I had a friend mention it to me. I'd never heard of it. I'd never seen anything to do with it. So I tried it out and I don't regret it at all, but it's a great game, but it just doesn't explain to you anything that you need to know. So of course this game has a tutorial. Of course it has a tutorial, but the tutorial teaches you the bare basics, like the very bare basics, and it's good. I thought I understood what I was getting myself into. When I started reading all of these characters, I thought I understood what they did, because I had a quick read through all the characters that I thought would be relevant. I thought I understood them. Guess what? You get into a match and people are using abilities that you don't understand what's happening. You're getting letters, 100 letters, and you don't know what you're doing. You've got hunters that you're pretty sure can't control this, but also can do this. And then you've got Dream Witch. Oh, let me get into Dream Witch. First thing that I think that the game needs to fix is it doesn't have tutorials per character. When you play a game and you lose against a character, they will give you a little message in your message box that will tell you how to play the character. It's not very helpful, and to be honest, do you want to read through all of that? Again, you've just read through all the character and you thought you understood it, and you don't. So I think what they need to do is they need to give maybe like a small, like 3-4 minute video where they have the hunter and the character and they just demonstrate what the abilities do, or maybe they could actually have a tutorial area where you can actually play as each character. I know they have the single training, but it would be nice just to have a static and you can test it out. It just feels like they haven't put any effort into trying to help you to understand the character. It just feels really daunting to play anything new, especially when you don't want to let down your teammates. On the topic of tutorial, they need to make a short video as well on how to customize your room. I know that's just like so simple, but like when you get into it and you see musical notes and I got confused. I still don't think I understand what's happening. Short 1 minute maybe video where they just explain what this is, what this is, what this is, how you get more stuff, and then people will spend more money on the game overall. Another thing that they need to do, they really need to do it, is to help you understand what the items are inside of each box. I've picked up like a locket, and I had never played the first officer. I'd never played him before. So, of course, I picked this up in a chest. I don't know what this does. It would be nice to be able to have a little info button where you press that and you get like a brief explanation of what it does. Just when you open the box and you have an item you can choose or swap it. Another little thing they could add connected to the info button would be something where when you receive something from another player, when you receive a letter, when you receive, or when the embalmer uses his coffin, or when someone does something that affects another player, it would be really nice just to have, again, a little I button where you press it and it will give you a brief description of what that ability does. When you're getting letters or you're seeing people getting letters and you don't understand what's happening until you read the paragraph that the postman has, it needs to be like, this letter was sent to this person. Oh, that person's got a speed boost. Something like that. Going back to the tutorials, it would be nice if they also gave you a tutorial on what you should be building for your persona web. I know persona web is obviously something personalized and there is a meta version of, like in every game, but it would be nice just for them to give you some pointers for, like, if you're this type of a character, you should be going this way. Obviously, all these things I'm saying, they don't mean anything to like players who have been playing this for a long time, but for people like me who came into the game and I want to see more people coming into this game because it's such a great game, I would love just to make it a little bit easier, because it's daunting and sometimes it just makes you not want to play because you don't know what you're doing. Another thing that would be nice for them to add would be if they added in a marker for the dungeon. I know the dungeon is supposed to be like a secret exit, but for people like me at the beginning, when we don't understand how this game works completely, we understand there's a dungeon. I had to ask people on stream, where is this dungeon? Does it move? Is it a specific place? So it'd be really nice to be able to have just a marker so I can find it when I need to get out, when I'm the last person there. Or maybe at least a general area or something like that. Less on the side of complaints. Now I want to give people my opinion on what I've learned from the game so far and what I think of each character right now. So my first opinions, and I think most people think it's funny because it's probably not true, but the geisha, in my opinion, is OP. Just that dash, that fast dash thing, still learning how to do that. It just feels like whenever I play against a geisha, my win rate is like 1%. And also the spider, I still can't remember her name, but the spider girl, spider woman, she is also quite OP in the fact that she can just place you in her spider webby thing on the ground wherever you are. That feels really powerful. And then she can just find you with her little web things. She feels quite fast, powerful, and also the fact that she can just find you anywhere. And then let's get on to the topic of Dream Witch, as someone in my Twitch calls her Meme Witch, because she seems to be really difficult for new players to grasp. And this is fine because I still don't understand it. I know she can't move. Well, she can move, but she can't attack, and she has little clone things, and that's just super confusing. And I have another kind of gripe, and I feel like when I play a character, it feels like, when I play like a hunter, it feels like I don't understand their abilities completely, and even if I press the buttons and I see what that ability does, I still see people use it in ways that I didn't know you could use it. For example, I played against a Hell Ember the other day, and I know you can teleport from your big head characters here and there, but he was controlling two big head characters and like a fire thing. I don't really understand his fire fury character. I didn't understand how he did that, and I still to this day don't understand that. It feels like they need to really add more in-depth button, like an in-depth button to the character where you can also read about all these small tiny intricacies of all the abilities. Also, the price of some things. I'm not really sure what to say about the pricing because I'm very new to this, but this game seems very expensive. I see it's more of a collector's game in this type of way, but I'm still a little bit annoyed that everything is so expensive. I've been playing this game for 2 weeks. I have 2 skins. Pretty much were random that I got them. There's no guarantee I was going to get them at all. And it feels like you need to spend a fortune just to be able to get any skin, even like something very basic. I understand the business behind all of this, in my opinion, it's very difficult. It's not very convenient for me to spend that money. I guess in the future I will invest some money in this game if I continue to enjoy it. I believe the next character to come out is going to be the entomologist, and I am very excited to see what that character can do, even though I'm still learning about all the other characters, so they're all as new as the entomologist to me. But yeah, so I'll remind you again one more time, my name is Black Phoenix, and you can find me on Twitch. I stream Mondays and Thursdays, as well as weekends. You can find all of that information in my Twitch. All these things will be in the description down below. I'm really interested in seeing everyone's opinion on this game, and I really want to see what people think who are veterans and have been playing this for a very long time, and see what they think about, or what do you think about this game and for beginners. And if you have any kind of other things that you think that they should do to improve it for beginners, please tell me. If you're a beginner, please tell me that I'm wrong about these things. I must be wrong about these things. Thank you for coming. Goodbye.